Okay, so some of you might know I have been working on building out a monthly subscription for icewellnessjournal.com. So I got really into ice baths in the last couple of years. I have severe nerve damage. It's greatly helped. And then when I started looking into subscription boxes and things like that, I started thinking to myself, well, what are problems that I had that when I started ice therapy would have been really beneficial? And I also have a Facebook group on, well, obviously Facebook, all about ice wellness, cold therapy, and things like that, so that people can get together, discuss what's worked for them, because there's a lot of studies that haven't been done yet, and just share information and some DIY stuff. I'm not really going to go into the ice wellness portion of this. If you want to check it out, it's icewellnessjournal.com. I also do have a separate playlist where I share different studies that have been done for cold therapy, as there is a lot of, as one person coined it, bro science out there. And the purpose of my newsletter with Ice Wellness and that playlist is to help share real science versus the bro science. So check it out if you are interested. But moving on to the marketing stuff and making money online, which is why you're probably here. I started building this out in February, and it's been kind of slow going, which is fine. I didn't expect instant results. I never expect instant results because that's just unrealistic. But I have had a few challenges I'd like to talk about. So one of the biggest challenges I've found is using sub accounts versus main accounts. So I was using a sub account of a CRM that was charging me $97 a month. And then I went ahead and canceled it because I had a free version of it that didn't charge anything. So I was unfortunately unable to just transfer my funnels because they were sub accounts. I redid the funnel in the new sub account, closed down the other account so I could save some money. And then the sub account decided that they were going to shut down. So they are supposed to be migrating my information from that sub account to a different version of the sub account that they have. Unfortunately, there seems to be some bugs going on. And at the moment, I don't even have access to my website, which is kind of problematic, right? So because of that, I had to shut off Facebook ads and go on to social media and basically say, hey, if you're interested in, joining the subscription or anything like that, that's awesome. Right now, unfortunately, I cannot process any payments. But what you can do is DM me, pre-order it, and then when everything's up and running, I can go ahead and put that through. So it's put a pretty big hitch in the plan. Now, thankfully, I do know how to build it all out again if I absolutely have to, but it's still one of those things that it's just really inconvenient. One thing that has been fun to discover is ads and just what is working right now, what is not. I would recommend if you have a product, don't just put pictures of the product, put pictures of people and the product. So I was testing just a picture of the journal or just a picture of somebody in the ice bath or both. And the pictures with humans in them definitely are doing better. So that's just something to be aware of. And then I'm now testing video versus photo. At the moment, at least last time I looked at it, they were getting about the same views and compelling about the same amount of landing page views. The other thing is make sure that you do have your tracking links, your pixels and stuff in place. For the longest time, I didn't think that tracking was super important. But when it comes to Facebook, specifically in the Facebook pixel, it is important because the algorithm uses actual landing page views or whatever you set your events to be to track how the ads are doing, and then the algorithm will adjust it accordingly. So if you're trying to get sales and you're not actually tracking if anybody's going to your landing page and clicking the sales button, then there's no way for the algorithm to learn who to put your ad in front of. So please make sure you're using those. Facebook ads can be really daunting because it's very easy to get your account completely banned and not get it back, at least from a advertising perspective. But they're not as daunting as people like to make them out to be. They're actually super easy to learn if you just take the time. So why a subscription versus just the physical product or the digital project? Well, the thing about the subscription is it's a lot of fun, right? So one, it's recurring income that you can pretty much rely on because yes, you'll have some people drop off here and there. But once they're signed on, it's pretty much going to be a guaranteed recurring income, and then you can plan accordingly. This also helps you budget appropriately for ad spend and things like that because you already know what money's going to be coming in. The other reason is it builds a greater community, right? So a lot of the stuff I do with ice baths or cold therapy or cold exposure or whatever you want to call it is to build a sense of community. So the challenge, the monthly challenges, the monthly subscription that we do has another separate Facebook group. It's a private group so that people can talk about the challenge, talk about what's working for them, what's not working for them, and maybe get that sense of camaraderie, as well as I personally am a little bit competitive, as most humans are by nature. And so it does help with accountability and whatnot if you have a bit of a competitive edge and you're comparing notes with somebody on a daily basis. So if you're looking at building out subscription boxes or anything or any kind of monthly membership, guys, I do highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun to put together, and they're super, super easy to get up and running. Now, I will say one thing that I did that I know was going to cause a little bit of slow growth for me was that I didn't just go with what's already working. So like right now, a lot of people within the subscription or monthly subscription community are focused on coloring books. That just wasn't what I wanted to focus on. There's been a lot of people who have success with, fishing subscriptions, hunting subscriptions, things like that. That's just not my bag. And I am hitting a very particular niche of people that might have had the same problem that I had. Getting that message out there can be kind of difficult. So there's definitely a lot of research that needs to be done if you're going to look into doing a monthly subscription type thing. As far as a pretty passive after the fact sustainable recurring income goes, subscriptions, monthly subscriptions, digital or physical, are a great way to go. So that is all I have for lessons learned on that one, guys. I know it was kind of quick, but just don't have a lot to talk about on it. So yeah, CRMs, if you're using a sub account, make sure you have a backup somewhere in case the sub account, in case whoever you're getting the sub account from closes down. This is actually the third time that I've been with a program that has went ahead and shut down their sub account. Now, thankfully, every time, like I said, I haven't really had a sub account, or I had my stuff somewhere else, so it didn't really matter. But make sure that you are backing things up, because and it's the same reason we say build multiple income streams, right? If one goes down, you want to be able to have something else up and running. So hope this helps, guys. If it does, please do like and subscribe. Share this with somebody who needs to see it.